Hello pong muli, palpation pa rin tayo, channels 2, about muscle channels, and B syndrome. Palpation of the limbs involves essentially palpating the connecting channels and especially the superficial connecting channels. So, yung kanina po ay nung isang araw na i-discuss po natin ano yung superficial connecting channels. So, and the connecting channels, wag po tayong malito doon, may drawing tayo nun eh. Generally speaking, the more distal the point, the more it reflects the state of connecting channels. Whereas, the more proximal, yung mas malapit po the point, the more it reflects the state of main channels. Ibig sabihin, pag kinapa mo yung, pag pinalpate mo yung distal point, nagsasabi po ito ng kalagayan ng connecting channels. Pag pinalpate mo yung proximal po yung malapit dun sa point, proximal point, nagsasabi po ito ng kalagayan ng main channels. Halimbawa, main channels ng lungs. Ayun po For example, palpation of the forearms from lung 10 to lung 5. So, nandito po yan sa may kamay natin and slightly beyond reflects the state of the lung connecting channels portion. Pag pinalpate mo po yan, dahan-dahan mong pinapagapang yung iyong kamay, ang malalaman mo po doon ay kalagayan ng lung connecting channels. Pero pag pinalpate mo po ang area ng lung 2, dito po yan sa may shoulder natin, sa harapan, and lung 1, pag may nakapa po kayo dyan, ang state po ng lungs, ang inyong lung main channel, ang inyong nalalaman. So, yung organ po yun mismo. So, mas malapit sa organ na channels ay mas nagsasabi ng kalagayan ng organs. So, ayan po yung sample So, connecting channels from yun. Pag nagpalpate ka po, yun. Lung 5 to lung, yung kanina pang lung 10. Then, yung main channel, ito yung lung 1 and lung 2, yan po sa may kilikili. So, pag nagpalpate ka niyan, yung sinasabi kanina, pag nagpalpate ka sa main channel, yung lungs mismo ang napapalpate mo na. Pag yung sa connecting channels, yun, yung nakadistal po. So, points reflecting connecting or main channel. Malalaman mo yung sitwasyon kung ano yung mahina. Connecting ba o yung mismong organ? So, touching the skin reveals its temperature and moisture. So, pag nagpapalpate tayo, kaya pag tinats na natin yung skin, malalaman natin yung temperatura at saka yung moistness niya, moisture. Nagre-reflect po ito ng state ng superficial connecting channel. Ibig sabihin yung nasa mababaw pa lang na channel. Kung hot sensation po, ang napalpate ninyo dun sa skin, ibig sabihin ay may init. Yung superficial connecting channels, ibig sabihin nandun lang sa connecting channels, hindi pa dun sa internal organ. So, pwede mo pang madali siyang tanggalin kasi superficial pa lang. Whereas, kung cold naman po yung sensation, nagsasabi ito na may lamig sa particular channel. Pag dryness naman ng skin ng ating napalpate, nagsasabi po ito na kulang ang body fluids. Siyempre, yung parang dry, mararamdaman mo talaga. In the superficial connecting channels. So, related to the lungs and spleen. Kung excessive sweating, indicates po ito ng weak state of the space between the skin and the muscle. So, yun yung sinasabi po doon. Related to lung qi deficiency. So, stroking the skin reveals the texture and firmness of the skin. So, kailangan yung parang kinukurot. Nagsasabi po ito ng state of the connecting channels. Yung connecting channels po ang yung black kanina drawing natin. Kumbaga ito yung inuupo na ng mga energy doon pumupunta sa connecting channels. So pag ni-stroke mo daw po na may firmness yung skin, mahina yung connecting channel a placid feels indicates the weakness of the connecting channels. Yung parang very weak Parang yun ang tawag nito sa Tagalog. Parang lumalaylay yung mga muscle. Ibig sabihin nun, yung particular channels ay weak. Yung kung hardness naman ko indicates stagnation and connecting channels. May bara, may stagnation yung connecting channels. So pressing the muscle reveals the firmness of the muscles and sinews. Yung mga ugat-ugat po yan, mga sinews. And possible lumps or masses. So, ipipress po ninyo, pero siyempre dandahan lang kasi kung talagang may mga masses na masakit, stiffness and hardness of the layers below the flesh of the limb. Nagsasabi po ng full condition kung may stiffness at saka hardness tayo na palpate sa connecting channels. So, stagnation of chi or blood, pwede raw po yun. Kung meron namang flaccidity, yung very weak, yung mga, yung muscle, so, nagsasabi po ito ng emptiness of the connecting channels. Chapter 10 of the Ling Shu, diagnosis of connecting channel reads in terms of diagnosis according to the Lu channels. Yun. Ito naman po yung mga tungkol sa kulay. Nakikita po natin to. I-observe po nyo. A bluish color of the Lu channels visible on the skin indicates cold or pain, while redness of the Lu channel indicates heat. So alam po natin pag nakita nyo dun sa balat, dun sa mga channels na may blue, ito ay cold. Pag red naman ay heat. So kung may cold condition sa stomach, ang Lu channel of the tenar eminence, yung makikita po yung mga muscle ay nag-bluish. Yan, halimbawa yung mga channel sa sa stomach, pag nag-bluish, alam niyo na cold yun. So kung namumula, heat in the stomach. So the Lu channels of the tenar eminence, yun yung makikita nyo, will be red. If the Lu channels of the tenar eminence are black, it indicates B syndrome. So pag black naman na daw po, prolonged retention ng pathogenic factors. Matagal nang nandun yung mga lamig or init sa mga channels. Yun ang nagkukos ng B syndrome. So the Lu channels of the tenar eminence appear red, black and blue, naghalo-halo na po yan. So indicates the mixture of cold and heat. So the Lu channels of the tenar eminence are blue and short. It indicates deficiency of Qi. So, yung mga kulay na po yan, tandaan po natin, malaking tulong yan. The muscle channels. The muscle channels are called Jing-Jin, which could be translated as channel-like muscles or muscles of the channels. So, dinidiscuss po ito sa chapter 13 ng spiritual axis. Ang characteristic po, the muscle channels have the following characteristic. They are on the surface of the body. They do not connect with the internal organs. So yung mga muscle po natin, hindi raw siya nakakonect dun sa internal organs, yung mga channels. They are all originate at the extremities. Ito sa mga kamay natin, they broadly follow the course of the main channel with exemption. Example, yung bladder muscle. Dito sa likod, yung mga bladder muscle natin. They follow the contours of the major muscles overlying the main channels. So, pag yun po yung muscle channels, yung mga contours po ang sinusundan niya. So, ano po yung function ng muscle channels? They protect the body from trauma. They sustain the body in its direct position. Siyempre, kung wala kang muscle, hindi ka na makakatayo. They maintain the integrity of the body by connecting the 100 bones. Kasi yung muscle yun na po connect. They govern the movements of joints. They allow movement of the body. So they contribute also to the integration of the surface of the body with the interior. They contribute to the integration and connection within the yang and within the yin channels. Kasi syempre yung muscle yung nagko-connect sa mga bone natin. Example, the connection between the greater yang, bright yang, and lesser yang channels, and that between the greater yin, lesser yin, and terminal yin channels. Naalala po niya yung mga unang lesson natin, yung mga lesser and greater yin. Reviewin na lang po natin para mas maunawaan niyo. So, in palpation of the muscle channels is done relatively firmly, and it reveals the consistency of the muscles. A hard and stiff feel on palpation indicates either stagnation of qi or cold in the muscle channels. Yan. Kaya yung mga, di ba yung mga, pag naghihilot, pag nagpalpate. So, pag may matigas, may mga stiff feel, so pwede po yan stagnation or pwedeng cold sa mga channels. Whereas a placid, inuulitan po nito yung mga very weak na muscle, feel indicates deficiency ng qi or blood sa muscle channels. So, muscle channels pathology is essentially related only to invasion of external pathogenic factors or trauma. Next is palpation of the channels in painful obstruction syndrome o yung B. Palpation of points along the channel is essential in treatment of painful obstruction syndrome. This consists not only of palpating actual acupuncture points, but also the ashi points. So, pinapalpate natin yung yung mga acupuncture points, pati yung mga ashi points. Yung ashi points po, ulitin natin, yung kung saan yung masakit, siya yun, yung mga pinapalpate din natin. Therefore, in order to find the ashi points, the whole channel needs to be palpated. So the choice of point in the treatment of painful obstruction syndrome is based primarily on one or more distal points of the affected channel, usually needled with reducing or even method. So malalaman natin kung exists condition. So pag exists condition, reducing method. And on several local points according to tenderness on palpation. So palpating the ashi points serve two purposes. Pag yung ashi point, kung saan masakit, doon ka nagpapalpate, In diagnosis, it allows us to identify the affected channels. Yan, titingnan mo kung pag palpate mo sa ashi points, anong channel ba yung nakapamo. Yan. In treatment, it allows us to treat the reactive points because their tenderness indicates the points of local stagnation. So, pwede daw pong pag yung ashi point ang napalpate ninyo, nagsasabi kung anong organ yung, o anong channel ng organ yung may bara, na o mayroong mga lamig or init. Yan. Then, kung may tenderness naman, pwedeng local stagnation. Kaya yung ashi point, pwede ka pong magtusok sa gilid sa ashi. Magpalpate. Identifying the affected channel through the palpation is absolutely essential for a choice of both distal and local points. Paalala lang po, pag nagpalpate tayo may namamaga. So yung namamaga hindi po yung in-acupuncture. Distal point po yung gagamitin nyo or hanap pa yun ng ashi point sa paligid. For example, in shoulder problem, one must clearly identify the channel involved, which may be the small intestine, triple wormer, large intestine, or lung channel. Sa shoulder kasi yun yung mga dumadaan ng mga channel, So, pipili kayo kung nasaan napalpate ninyo. Halimbawa, yung ashi point na napalpate nyo ay napatapat sa large intestine channel. Ibig sabihin, yung large intestine ang may problema. Andun yung mga pathogenic factors. So, thank you po for your attention. Makakatulong po itong palpation na ito sa specific na na-imagine natin kung paano po yung sa energetic layer ng channels. And dapat po ma-review natin yun kasi mahalaga. Thank you po.